I've known rivers. I've known rivers ancient as the world and older than the flow of human blood in human veins. My soul has grown deep like the rivers. I bathed in the Euphrates when dawns were young. I built my hut near the Congo, and it lulled me to sleep. I looked upon the Nile and raised the pyramids above it. I heard the singing of the Mississippi when Abe Lincoln went down to New Orleans, and I've seen its muddy bosom turn all golden in the sunset. I've known rivers, ancient, dusky rivers. My soul has grown deep like the rivers.
A Negro speaks of rivers. Langston Hughes. I've known rivers. I've known rivers, ancient as the world, and older than the flow of human blood. In human veins, my soul has grown deep like the rivers. I bathed in the Euphrates when dawns were young. I built my hut near the Congo, and it lulled me to sleep. I looked upon the Nile and raised the pyramids above it. I heard the singing of the Mississippi when Abe Lincoln went down to New Orleans. And I've seen its muddy bosom turn all golden in the sunset. I've known rivers, ancient, dusky rivers. My soul has grown deep like the rivers. Langston Hughes. My name is Aaron Inman, 17 years old. I attend Georgetown Prep. I'm from Washington, D.C. My family history has been very expansive in terms of where exactly we came from. Our culture is rich in many different types of ways in terms of the progression that certain people in my family have made to help the entire African American community. This entire idea of empowering yourself and being aware of your culture and your surroundings and where you came from is very significant and present in my life today. So when this poem was introduced to me at a very young age, it really just embodied everything that I live for, everything that I breathe, I speak, everything. So when I saw this poem recited for the first time, I really felt it in my heart, and I knew that like this is the poem to your life. Like this is your story. And it speaks specifically about Langston Hughes, but I feel it every time I read it, every time I see it, every time we study it, anything like that. I know that that's me. So when like when I get a chance to bring this to the world, it's very special to me. So here we go. Um, a Negro speaks of rivers. Really, at the forefront, it seems as if he's speaking specifically about the history of African Americans, how they came to this country, but really, it has to do with the fact of rivers and the idea of water being a cornerstone of civilization, meaning that you can't have civilization without water. It's vital, it's important, it's necessary. So, Langston Hughes is just trying to get that message across that you are important. You are somebody, like, you are important to civilization despite what you might think of yourself or what people might think of you. So this poem is bigger than a poem. It's bigger than literature. It's bigger than just words on a page. This poem is the lives of many people. And if many African Americans in general, many people all across the world have this sort of empower, like they have this power inside their heart to believe in themselves, it can be powerful. That's why this is my favorite poem. Aaron Inman. So, with this being said, when one embodies that power inside themselves to believe and to have trust and to be aware of everything that's come before them, they can move forward, and you can move other people forward with you. You can be a leader. So when this poem was brought to me, I saw this as if I can have that inside of myself, I can make a change in the world. And that's what this whole generation is about, is making a change and pushing forward even more. So once you have this, it's probably the most powerful thing in the world. Meaning that if you believe in yourself, you can make a change and you can make the life that you want to live happen. And you can make it happen for your kids and their kids. This production has been brought to you by myself, Aaron Inman, Jimmy Round, Joe Reyes, Patrick McGuire, with the help of the Georgetown Prep Studio. Thank you.
You know, if I know that in this hotel room they have food every day, and I'm knocking on the door every day to eat, and they open the door, let me see the party, let me see like them throwing salami all over just like throwing food around, but they're telling me there's no food in here. You know what I'm saying? Every day. I'm standing outside trying to sing my way in. You know what I'm saying? We are hungry, please let us in. We are hungry, please let us in. After about a week, that song is going to change. We hungry, we need some food. After 2-3 weeks, it's like, give me all the food, breaking out the door. And after a year, you just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm picking the lock, coming through the door, blasting, you know what I'm saying? It's like you hungry, you reached your level, you don't want any more. We asked 10 years ago. We was asking with the Panthers. We was asking with them, with civil rights movement. We was asking, Now those people that were asking, they're all dead and in jail. So now what do you think we're going to do? Ask?
Congratulations, Mr. President. All the best wishes.
I've known rivers. I've known rivers, ancient as the world, and older than the flow of human blood. In human veins, my soul has grown deep like the rivers. I bathed in the Euphrates when dawns were young. I built my hut near the Congo, and it lulled me to sleep. I looked upon the Nile and raised the pyramids above it. I heard the singing of the Mississippi when Abe Lincoln went down to New Orleans. And I've seen its muddy bosom turn all golden in the sunset. I've known rivers, ancient, dusky rivers. My soul has grown deep like rivers.